Hi, greeting to everyone. So today we will discuss about the Jammu and Kashmir budget 2025. So important points we will discuss regarding the JKAS prelims 2025. Right. So let's get started. So we will discuss this budget in sector form, right? So sector wise we will discuss all the important things that are important for our GKS prelims. So first of all we will discuss pertaining to the economy sector, right? So what are the macroeconomic trend and comparisons we will discuss important things here. So first of all, sectoral contribution to economy. So that means which sector contribute maximum to Indian sorry, Jammu and Kashmir economy, right? So you know that there are three sector in our economy. One is called primary sector, other is called secondary sector that pertain to manufacturing, and the third is service sector. So out of all these service sectors, that is regarded as the backbone of Jammu and Kashmir economy. So in service sector like tourism, trade, transport, telecommunications, communications, all these things are included, right? So service sector contribute maximums, which is around 62%. So similar is the case for national level for India. So in Indian economy, service sector has a maximum contribution among all the other sector, right? So second one is agriculture and allied sector. So his contribution is second highest, and which amount to 20%, right? So in allied sector you can include like poultry, fisheries, livestock, etc, right? So manufacturing sector, which whose contribution is lowest among all, and which is around 18%. So first question that can be asked from this topics, that arrange the following sector in their in term of their contribution. So you can arrange them as service sector as number one, and second agriculture, and third one is manufacturing sector, right? So second things, expenditure trend. So where is money going maximums? So maximum expenditure is done on which things? So we will discuss that. So you know that in economy there are two type of expenditure. One is called revenue expenditure, and other is called capital expenditure, right? So revenue expenditure is also known as day-to-day expenditure, right? Which are mostly referred as a unproductive expenditure, so, because that doesn't contribute maximum to our economy. These are just mere the expenses that are incurred by the government, whether central government or state government, right? So revenue expenditure is significantly higher in case of Jammu and Kashmir, and that amount to 71% of total spending, right? Whereas capital expenditure refer to that are used for the creation of the asset, that give valuable things, productive over a long period of times, and his contributions is significantly low, which is approximately around 29%. And this case is similar for national level for India. At India national level, this is also the same trend, where revenue expenditure is maximum in contrast to capital expenditure, right? Now third thing that we need to understand, and sector wise contributions, right? So health spending, Jammu and Kashmir allocate 8.3% of its budget to the health. So this is significantly higher than the national average, which is around 6.2%, right? So whereas in education spending, Jammu and Kashmir allocate around 14.3%, which is um marginally low in comparison to the national average, which is around 15%. And in energy sector, Jammu and Kashmir allocate around 11.7% of it GD budget, right? So which is significantly higher than the national average, which is around 5%. Why Jammu and Kashmir allocate maximum on the energy sector? Because due to abundance or availability of hydropower project, right, like Dulhasti, Salal, etc, etc, right? So now the fiscal deficit target for Jammu and Kashmir for 2025 to 2026 is 1.6% of it gross state domestic product, right? Whereas in 2024 it is around 3%. And as you know that in FRBM Act, state are required to keep their fiscal deficit are under 3%, but Jammu and Kashmir is exception to this because center has allowed extra borrowing, specifically after the abrogation of Article 370. That is the important. Now we will discuss the sector two, that is econ, geography and new institutions. That is important. So what are the new institutions? So the new institutions like government homeopathy medical college that is established in Kathua. So this question can be asked that these institutions are established in which district of Jammu and Kashmir. So in that respect, you can remember them. So UHT millet processing plant established in Jammu district, whereas pre-entry quarantine nursery this is established in Ramnagar, that is in Udhampur, and also driving training institute that is established in Jammu, Tulip Center of Excellence established in Srinagar, Gymnastic Academy that is established in Srinagar. Also, the another gymnastic academy is established in Nagrota, that is in Jammu. Water sport centers that is established in Srinagar as well as in Kathua. Sewage treatment plant established in Ganderbal. Right. So mother and child care hospital that is established in Anantnag. Biotechnology park that is established in Kathua as well as in Handawada, and that is very important. National Law University that is established in that is going to be established in Jammu and Kashmir, right? So this is the important. Now we will discuss the key scheme and initiative sector wise, like primary sector, in secondary sector, tertiary sector, like that. So in agriculture sectors, yellow revolutions. This question can be asked. Yellow revolution pertain to what? That can be question. Yellow revolutions is a major push for the mustard cultivations in Kashmir. And also new GI tags has been proposed for Kishtwar Loi, that is known as woolen blanket, and Jammu copperware, and also a climate smart farming initiative has been taken, that is JKCIP IFAD project for climate smart farmings whose cost is around 150 crore, right? So these are the things. So in context of social welfare, so for women's free bus rate service has been proposed and started from April 2025. So this is the initiative. And also Sakhi Niwas, five new working hostel has been established. One in Srinagar, Anantnag, Baramulla, Kachua, as well as in Rajouri district. And also for Aya families, that is Antodaya Anna Yojana. Under it, 10 kg free ration is provided to the beneficiaries, and also 200 unit free electricity is provided, that is linked to the PM Surya Ghar Yojana, right? So also the marriage assistance is increased, and that is equal to this. And in respect of employment and youth, the mission Yuva is launched, which focuses on entrepreneurship over the government job, right? And it target around 1.37 lakh enterprises and 4.25 lakh job over the next 5 years. So also a new university has been established, that is Jammu and Kashmir Skill and Entrepreneurship University, that is JKSCU. And in the realm of power and environment, Jammu and Kashmir Green Mission 2025 has been launched, and this is for the promotion of greenery all over the Jammu and Kashmir. And also the conservation breeding center has been established for 4 specific species. And what are those? Like one is hangul, that is also known as Kashmiri stag, or in commonly we know as Barasingya, which is a critically endangered species, right, under the IUCN status. And other is markhor, third one is musk deer, and fourth is vulture. That is very important. And in realm of governance and IT sector, CITAG, that is Center for Innovation and Transformation in Governance, has been established. And also a AI digital archive, AI digital archive is established for the protections and promotion of heritage in Jammu and Kashmir. And also NEVA, that is computerizations of Jammu and Kashmir Assembly, means to make the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly digital, to go digital and online, so that people can access the informations at ease. So these are the important things that we have discussed pertaining to Jammu and Kashmir budget, and that is very important for upcoming JKS prelims 2025. You can revise them, and 1 or 2 questions you can expect from this budget as well. Thank you.